You're watching the Weiss channel, quiz 11.3.4. All right, today I'm giving you just the answers. I know this will be confusing, so when you see a problem like this, we don't have any more time to go over how, so I just want you to put the answer in your quiz, okay? If P of xy is the point on the unit circle defined by real number theta, then cotangent theta is going to equal x over y. Okay? Now, if the question says instead of cotangent theta, if yours says tangent theta, then it's y over x. Okay? The statement tan theta equals negative 12 over 5, cosecant theta equals negative 13 over 5, and the terminal point determined by theta is in quadrant 3. Okay, the answer is cannot be true because tan theta is greater than 0 in quadrant 3. Okay, next. If tan theta equals 3/4 and the terminal point determined by theta is in quadrant 3, then check each one of these. Check cosine theta equals negative 4/5. Check cotangent theta equals 4/3. Check cosecant theta equals negative 5/3. If your question says secant theta equals 5/3, and theta is in quadrant 4, then check cosecant theta equals negative 4/5 and cosine theta equals 3/5. Okay. Cosine 5 pi over 3 equals what? Your answer is 1/2. If, however, it says cosine 7 pi over 6 equals, your answer is negative square root of 3 over 2. If cosine 3 pi over 4 is your question, then it's negative square root of 2 over 2. Okay. If it says sine 7 pi over 6 equals, your answer is negative 1/2. If it says sine 3 pi over 4, your answer is positive 1/2. If it says tan pi over 2 equals, your answer is undefined. Okay. Check all that apply. All right. Pi over 6 is the reference angle for, you have to check 13 pi over 6 and check 5 pi over 6. Okay. If your question says pi over 4 is the reference angle for, then you check 19 pi over 4, you check 7 pi over 4, and you check 15 pi over 4. Okay? Question that says if sine theta is greater than 0 and cosine theta is greater than 0, then the terminal point determined by theta is in, the answer will be quadrant 1. But if your question says if sine theta is less than 0 and cosine theta is greater than 0, then the answer will be quadrant 4. Okay? Which of the following could not be points on the unit circle? Check 1, 1, and check square root of 3 over 2, 1/3. Okay? If, however, your question is which of the following could be points on the unit circle, then check 0.8, negative 0.6, and check negative 2/3 and square root of 5 over 3. Okay. Check all that apply. Cotangent theta is undefined for theta equals, you'll check pi and check 0. However, if the question says secant theta is undefined for theta, then you'll check 3 pi over 2 and you check pi over 2. If it says tan theta is undefined for theta, then you check 3 pi over 2 and pi over 2. If it says cosecant theta is undefined for theta, then you check 0 and you check pi. Okay. And if it says tan pi over 2 equals, then your answer is undefined. All right? You've been watching the Weiss channel. Da -da 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 -da.